Yeah, okay.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thrashers Paradise. I am joined today with Mike. He is from a Winnipeg band called Endless Chaos. Mike, how are you doing today?
Doing good, man. Been doing good. It's a nice day out. It's been all right.
Excellent. Now, how are you coping with the whole fun times in Canada?
You know what? I've been off work for a few weeks, so it's been nice. Been at home writing a whole bunch of stuff, working, towards putting together a new album. So it's been nice. I've had some quality time, been able to sit at home and really just woodshed riffs and practice a whole ton. Been hanging out with my cats, which has been tight. So.
Excellent. Now, you did elaborate on writing new material. So has this whole thing kind of sped up the process or kind of brought it down a bit?
It definitely brought it to a grinding halt because we're not rehearsing right now. So we're rehearsing to get all the songs tight so that when it comes time to record, we're not wasting a bunch of time in the studio. But at the same time, we're able to record. It's easy to pass riffs around online through Facebook and email and whatnot. So we're working, which is nice. But it definitely slowed everything down. But we'll take it in stride and we'll come out super strong once this is all over.
Excellent. Now, back in 2018, you released an EP and an album. The album's called Paths to Contentment. The EP is called Rejected Atrocity. What made you release both the EP and the album in the same year?
We released those actually separately. Rejected Atrocity came out in 2014. But I think the way it may have looked online with Bandcamp and stuff, I think everything got adjusted kind of funny. But those were released separately from each other. Both have different vocalists on them too.
Oh, okay. So that answers the main question I was going to ask of what was the biggest difference between the two?
Yeah, it's two different vocalists. Our original singer Jordan Dorge had left it. Shortly after we released Rejected Atrocity. He's currently singing in a black metal band called Wilt from Winnipeg. They're really sweet. If you're into dark and fucked up stuff, they're great. And then we had, for Paths to Contentment, we had Mike Palmer, phenomenal vocalist. He came in, did a bunch of work with us. And he's no longer in the band. But we've currently got Trevor Burney, who used to sing in Koi Vadis many years ago. He's phenomenal. He's been working great. He's been contributing a ton for new stuff. And I'm excited with it.
Excellent. Now, Paths to Contentment, I just got to let you know, I love it. I think it's an amazing album.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Total breath of fresh air in my mind. It's just a great overall album. I can't pick a favorite song because it's just a solid album. Now, with that, all that said, what has been the feedback for Paths to Contentment?
People have been excited on it. We never put a limitation to how we write our music. We're not just strictly thrash metal. We're not just death metal. We like implementing parts of black metal and speed metal and stuff. Give me a sec. My phone mount sucks here. But we've been really, we just want to write our favorite songs. At the end of the day, that's what we're looking to do. Sorry, this is awful.
It is totally okay, man.
But we've been working hard. We worked really hard on that album, and we just, like I said, we want to write our favorite songs, and just want to take our favorite elements of metal and put it into music. But the feedback overall has been awesome on it. People are always excited when we come through town or whenever we play at home. The shows are big. People are having a great time, and it's a blast. We love playing our music.
Awesome. Now, how big is the metal scene in Winnipeg?
Pretty big. We've got a lot of killer bands here. We've got a variety of bands as well, from black metal to grind to really sick death metal, even some really awesome rock and roll bands in town. But the scene's awesome here. Everybody's supporting each other. We're all going out to each other's shows. We're all buying each other's merch and our albums, and it's a little bit of friendly competition all the time. But overall, it's a healthy thing here. We've got great bands and great bars, and it makes it's fun. The community surrounding it is great.
Awesome. Now, as a musician, with this whole quarantine and coronavirus happening, what for you is the hardest thing?
The hardest thing is exactly a month ago we had our first show booked since September.
Oh.
So we had to cancel that show amid all this stuff here. So yeah, that sucked. We were really stoked to meet a bunch of new material live. And we've been practicing and some. We had programmed a light show, and then we're like, day of, we had to cancel it. Which is just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And at the end of the day, like a week later, that following week, we're like, this tour is canceled, that show's canceled, this show's canceled, that tour is canceled. We're like, realistically, we're doing the right thing. You know, if we can tell people to stay safe, stay home, you know, this is an extraordinary time. You know, I don't think, hopefully we don't have to live through something like this, but I definitely have. I encourage people to, stay home, but yeah, it sucks. So we're video calling each other, can't hang out and have some beers, and I don't know, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, this has been hard because I kind of enjoy doing these, but when you're interviewing guys that are like 30 minutes away, you just want to meet up with them to interview them in person, but it's
there and
yeah. So I get that, but I don't know where I was going with that, and I kind of flabbergasted the whole thing. Oh, here we go. Now, God knows when this is going to end, but hopefully we can say it ends soon. For you personally, what is going to be the first thing you are going to do once this whole thing is all over?
we're gonna meet like as soon as we can. We want to start playing shows. We want to get out and tour. Right now, like, we got to get this album out. So as soon as we can, safely get ourselves into the studio and start recording stuff, it's the better. Hopefully we can be on the road for next year. There's projections, into late 2021 for a lot of the bigger arena stuff. But who knows where that's going to go? Everything's changing day by day, minute by minute. So first thing I want to do is I want to get out there and play. I want to throw a massive party. I want to see all my friends.
Excellent. Now, one of my favorite things about the album, besides Paths, my favorite thing about Paths to Contentment, besides the physical album itself, is the album cover artwork. I can't English today. Jesus.
Okay.
I love the artwork. I think
the conversation is 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. No, just it's beautiful album artwork. What made you want to pick that as the album cover?
You know what? We were talking with a guy named Rudy Yanto. He does gorging suicide art on all that social media. But the art really doesn't correlate too much with the lyrics, but so much as the direction of the music. It's dark, it's intense, something to really sink your teeth into. But yeah, he sent us that back in the root drawings. We're like, this looks sick. It's got spikes, it's got corpses, it's got skulls. It looks rad. It was a really cool piece of art to work with. And Paths to Contentment as a song is about lying to yourself to create your own future and having all those lies crumble underneath you and having to lie and lie and lie some more, until everything starts to erode away. That's a sorry, you're probably a shitty person ending up in that situation on the front of the album cover. So,
yeah.
It was, I don't know, like the colors the guy picked for us were awesome. Did a little bit of processing on it, but it looked really good.
It does, and I definitely buy a T-shirt with that on it.
Yeah, we had some shirts. We just kind of liquidated a bunch of our stock recently, but we have that in a red shirt with just the album art in black and white, and then a white shirt with the red logo like that in black and white. It looks pretty cool. It's doing really well. We'll probably get those reprinted soon.
Excellent. Now, thinking. Think.
It's all good. I'm a little smoked out right now, anyways.
Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. I remember now. Now, what a lot of bands have been doing throughout this time have been making their social media presence stronger by doing Q&A live streams or live stream concerts. Now, I understand the live stream concert might be a bit out of the question, but could we see a live stream Q&A from Endless Chaos in the near future?
It's sort of the realm of anything, really. We just gotta set aside the time to do it. It's one thing to keep fans as a reminder. Hey, we're still here. Here's a bit of relief to get your mind off all this crazy shit going on. We should do a Q&A. Really, it'd be fun. We've always put up polls and stuff in our stories on Instagram, and we try to engage and have a blast with our fans as much as we can.
Excellent. Now, if Endless Child were to ever come out with a beer, what kind of beer would it be, and what would be the name of it?
Oh, that's a good question. It would definitely be a dark beer. Be a heavy one. What would I don't know. We could call it the Jackal or something. That's a cool song. And, I don't know. Concept of a plague. I have no idea what we would call it. We call it the Dark Riff.
Dark Riff.
Yeah. Call it the Dark Riff Stout.
I like it. I'd buy it. And now one last question for you. We ask this to everyone that comes on the channel to ensure that we're not just talking to some random guy we met on Craigslist. That's happened before. It's not fun. We call it a poser question. The question is, who would win in the fight, Lemmy or God?
Me.
Excellent.
Lemmy.
That is, yes, of course. That's correct. Yeah. Awesome, Mike. Thank you so much.
You kind of got the Lemmy thing going on right now. I'm just
and I respect that. I would try to do that, but I can't because child.
I've had this shit since I was 15, 16. It's whatever. And I'm like, if I go back to 15, anybody might as well have some fun with my facial hair.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Mike, thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely high-demanding schedule to come on Thrashers Paradise today.
Yeah, I'm booked for weeks, months. You gotta talk to my manager's manager.
I know. I'm grateful you were able to squeeze me in for this tiny little time frame.
Thanks so much. It's good to chat.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you'd like to say to people watching this?
You know what? Keep an eye out for a new album. We're recording. We don't have an ETA. We're writing it right now. We don't have an ETA just yet. But you can follow us on all of our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Bandcamp. Those are the three easiest ways to get a hold of us. But watch your local scenes and.
Excellent. And until next time, keep on thrashing.
You too, Colin. Cheers, man.
Cheers.